So, you want to learn the heel hang? I'm here to teach you the way I learned it. I use this move all the time in my acts, and what I love about it is that it's such a crowd pleaser. Heads up, I'm not an eligible teacher, so try this at your own risk and always make sure to use a safety mat when practicing and don't do anything unsupervised. Personally, the heel hang was difficult for me to learn at first, but now I can hang from my heels comfortably without any discomfort. Of course, everybody's different. Myself, I have a hard time hanging from my ankles, while heel hang is much easier for me, so I prefer that one over ankle hang. To prepare for heel hang, make sure that your body is warmed up, of course. There is a fall risk with this trick, so be properly warmed up and use a proper crash pad so you don't hurt your back or anything else if you fall. I specifically warm up my legs by doing heel raises and hanging in Hox position below the bar and activating my calves and hamstring curl movements as I do so. For me personally, I use a rosin or liquid rosin grip aid when training aerial hoop, and here I put it on my heels. I use a naked hoop, and if you use a taped hoop, then probably chalk would be a better option. It's all a personal preference. When first starting out to learn heel hanging, tie something like a sling or rope to the bottom bar of the hoop. Use these to hold your weight when carefully placing your heels on the bar. At first, I place the hoop against my calves and I flex my feet. When I have found my position, I point my toes and using the pressure from the bar while I slide my legs down so that the bar touches the base of my heels. By using some pressure, the thickness of the skin rolls against the hoop. Not only am I relying on my heels to hold my weight, but also some of that skin too. Try to find that position and use the ropes to carefully lower yourself down. Compared to ankle hang, it's better in heel hang to have your legs slightly bent and activated like that at all times. If you straighten your legs too much, you might lose the pressure from your heels and fall down, or you might not have the strength to go back up. Practice on shifting the weight from your hands on the ropes to rely more on your legs holding you up. Once you feel ready to start letting go of your hands, grab your legs with your hands. That way, it's easier to stay hanging if you hug your legs and tuck your body. Make sure to tuck your chin towards your chest here in case of falling. I also practice endurance by doing some pulses with my legs, while I also hold myself up with my hands. I recommend to practice some safe falls by using a good crash pad under you. Whenever you learn a new trick, try to have the hoop at a lower height at first, and practice falling while being slightly bent forward while tucking your chin. When you fall here, you will fall on your back. The final pose of the heel hang is to have a slight arch in your back while leaning your head back. It's worse to fall from this position as you can fall on your face, since you can't tuck your chin. If I fall, I try to make sure to safely fall in a worm-like movement. I have a pretty flexible back and I make sure to activate my core at all times in this position, so if I fall out, it won't hurt me. I don't recommend falling like this because there's a risk you can hurt your back. I don't hurt it, but I wouldn't ever want to fall out of a heel hang without a mattress underneath me, so please take caution. I do two different dismounts from heel hang. The first one is down to a handstand. I like the bottom bar of my hoop to start from the top of my head or 1 decimeter above my head when doing this dismount. That way I can always reach the ground when placing my hands down. My other dismount is to go back the way I came from by using my arms and hands to squeeze my legs together to make it back up. This one is harder to do if you straighten your legs too much, which is why I recommend to practice the leg pulses. I sometimes get tense in my calves and hamstrings muscles from doing this trick, so it's nice to stretch them out, and I do it like this. And that's how I do the heel hang. For a more advanced entry, you can do the slide to heel hang. I love the way it looks, but I can't do it at all times yet. My dream move is to do the single heel hang. Good luck, train with caution, and thank you for watching.